Hello and welcome back to Songs of Six, to our extreme bug challenge. It's been a day. I had some things to do in between then and now. Or actually, I'd say 2 days. It's been a little bit. And I hold off to actually continue challenges this tough, especially when I'm tired, because if you play this game, and I've documented this, if you play this game while you're sleepy, and you do your normal sleepy gaming, you can get away with that in some games, but Songs of Six, you'll end up just destroying everything you've ever done and causing lots of really bad problems. So I recommend get some sleep, you little sleepy boys and girls, if you're a girl. Anyways, welcome. Here we are. We are 35 subs away, roughly. 36 if I'm correct. I don't really check too often, but I have been keeping my eye on, and I'm allotting this to have some stuff right now because I need to. I didn't have any. We're so close to 1,000 subs though, and so if you haven't subscribed, I ask you very kindly to subscribe. And once we hit that 1,000 mark, you will likely not ever hear me ask again, because I will be, in my opinion, successful enough to grow. Regardless, I'd just like to see that 1K, because once you go from 999, you go into 1K, and it looks cool. I think it looks cool. But if people wonder where I came from and why I do this, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory while I do some work here. So somebody did mention this building here doesn't need to have walls because apparently it doesn't degrade. I was under the impression that it could degrade. But it's because it's saying there's no degradation. I believe it's on the same line as a house, and I don't believe houses degrade. But the walls do. So what I'm gonna do is actually go over here, and I will go over what I had just talked about in a second. We're gonna go like that and turn that off. And then we're just gonna do this because we've got some money. Oops, not that. We want to remove. Remove. And finally, remove. Here we go. So we're going to rebuild these and make them look better. I don't like when things don't look good in my city, so I have to constantly reorganize and reassemble and do all kinds of things like that. And that's going to be a reoccurring theme. And as it brings me back to what my topic was. Where did I freaking come from? I was on Facebook for many, many years, doing a wide variety of stupid shenanigans, akin to what I'm doing now. And some of my favorite viewers, you'll see me comment towards them. And this is nothing towards people who started watching me on YouTube, but they're from Facebook. They followed me for maybe over 10, 15 years now. It's been a long time that I've been doing this stuff, so that's why I don't seem like I'm brand new, but I am brand new to making videos on YouTube and all of that stuff. But the art and all that stuff I've been doing for quite some time, and it's finally culminated into something where on Facebook I had hundreds of thousands of followers and different people. If you have a large following on one social media and you try to bring it to another one, you will never ever it won't work. It doesn't work. I think YouTube is definitely a little easier, and I'm only really talking about this because I was going to do some stuff to just kind of commemorate 1,000. It means a lot to me. Maybe it doesn't mean a lot to the viewer, and that's understandable. And it might even be off-putting and probably annoying. And I would probably find it annoying myself if I was a viewer. So I try not to do it too much, but I think that it also adds to the background of what is going on. And as a viewer, you guys are entitled to know a little bit about me. And when I started my channel, I started it with the intention that it wouldn't be about me, and it's not. So that's the whole reason why I never talk about myself. I only talk about the most imperative things, and I like to give people a little bit of a background, especially if you've been following me for such a long time. It's almost a year, maybe even a year now, that I've been uploading, and some people have actually been following me for a year. I wish I could remember you by name, but I do remember your faces and your usernames when I see you. So you are legends, and I love you all. So on to the topic at hand. We have to continue our extreme bug challenge. What do we need to do? And you can see, whenever these guys come, I don't deal with them. Because in V.66, there's going to be an update that allows slaves to be commodities. So you can sell and buy them, as well as a lot of other mechanics, which I actually plan to use and kind of exploit in a way, quote unquote, to show you guys what is coming and how it works. Because there's going to be the slave mechanics, so I'll be a slaver build. There's going to be new embassy and all kinds of cool stuff with the diplomacy. So everything on the world map is going to change. So I'm going to do, obviously, builds based around that. Right now I'm trying to do what I think would be the most fair for the V.65 build, which is using a canal to turn a desolate tile into something livable, using one of the easier races. I think that if you tried this, so Dundarians are quoted as hard, but if you put them on a winter tile, just a plain winter temperate tile, or not temperate, but just plain winter tile with very low fertility, they still will succeed. And I probably could have done a Dundarian version of this in the cold, or if I tried to do something like the Amevians in freezing cold temperature. That stuff is not really appealing to me to make them die. I don't want them to die because of their natural inclination. So, for example, I gave them the benefit of actually being where they like to be, which is the heat. They like to be in the warm, hot summers. I could have put my Garthimis in the cold and hoped that they didn't freeze to death all the time, but they very likely would freeze to death, all of them. And actually, you know, I've never checked. And that's, I guess maybe I should check myself before I wreck myself here. Let's go, if you look at their properties here, cold resistance, yeah, they would freaking die. They would get blown away. Yep, they have a 0.29. The only ones who have worse cold resistance, it seems like, are the Bretonians. Although humans have a 0.25. So actually, I'm wrong. I think that the Garthimis could easily handle the cold environment, but it would cause some interesting challenges. Because for me, the Garthimis just work better in a desert tile. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about them. But in my brain, they have to be. I don't like to play on the frozen tiles because they become so annoying after a while, just seeing constant white. I prefer to see all this dust and debris and all these little bones and stuff. That's what I'm looking for. And then just rare sprinkled trees. Because I feel like we're in, like, the plains or something, like in the Africa, somewhere where it's like very dry, or any of those types of places. I don't know if America has too many dry places other than Arizona and like Texas area. I guess all of California into Nevada and stuff, but it's different. This feels more like an African dry. Like, you got little bits of desert, and then you got little bits of plains, but this is all still no fertility zones. Anyways, I'm blabbing. I'm in a very good mood recently. There's some real great stuff going on, so it's going to be reflected in the content, and I am happy for that too. We're just doing great. We're fucking rocking. I've never actually thought I could do this build, the Bug Boys. I thought that I was going to die at 100. So 150 Garthimis is actually really astounding, and I'm doing this very slowly to kind of show people that even as a veteran, you can't just jump straight, like, headlong into something difficult, because you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle a lot. So, for example, hunting would be something technologically what we should go for, but we should also try to get some spoilage so we can deal with our food constantly spoiling. And that way we can actually store some more food. So we're going to speed this up and try to get the Balti pastures in here. I'm going to spend a little bit of time off camera here building up these Balti pastures, or I'm going to call them pastures because breeders is annoying to remember, and probably trying to get a few more canals. Just expand this all the way down. We're going to leave some space here from like here going all the way around, and we have plenty of stone, so we might building a fortress wall for this building. and we are producing our own iron, our own metal. So each couple months or days, I try to expand this a little bit and get it a little bit bigger, a little more space, add a new house or something, add some more market. So doing things in increments, because our city is not big. We can't afford to do a lot of things very quickly. But the one thing that our garthimis, I think, have the best going for them is they're fast and they can carry a lot. So the fact that we have this spread out, the garthimis are one of the only races I think that will succeed in this very spread out style at the start. Eventually, when you have transports and other things, it's definitely viable. I think tilapis with transports are recommended to do things like this, because transports are really, really cool, and I do want to make a video on them in the future. They're something that I think many people underutilize, and myself included. So I want to learn them, get better at them, and you can see here we are. We've got that cleared out. So somebody had mentioned that the Balti breeder here does not need the walls. I'm going to hold you to that, sir. I'm going to hold you to that. And if it doesn't need... Oh, I did not mean to use the brush. I need to use the Eclipse tool. I hate that they're very, very similar. Brush and Eclipse tool look almost the exact same. So theoretically, if you want to drag it from somewhere and you don't want it to do that, you drag it from where you want it to go, like this. I think that would be ideal. It's saying that the support won't be there though, so seems to still want some dang supports, which is very obnoxious. Okay. The canal counts as a wall or as a structure. That's good to know. So don't build your buildings directly on that if you want to deal with the degradation of it. Good to know, good to know. I did not know that, and that's actually something we can all learn together today. Do that, move this little nub in here, like so. Like this. Bada bing, bada boom. And we'll put this like this because I think that'd be smarter. It's basically the exact same shape building, but just a little more aesthetically pleasing. Yep. And we'll do it like so. I could have probably done this in a more efficient manner, but it's okay. We are learning, we are testing theories out, and we are growing as fast as we possibly can in every way. So let's put this little road in here. I could use stone roads. I didn't even know I had them. Let's change out all of our roads. So if you didn't know, you can use this button here and just convert. And I'm just going to drag this over every road. It's going to get a little bit framey. This is going to happen whenever you do this. And then go like that. And then boom. So they're going to get to that, and they're going to make this whole city look much nicer. Yes, look at it. Beautiful. We have a nice new wall and a few things to go over. It's going to be a short, kind of quick summary as I've got some things to do, but in the background, I should say. But we're going to go over our changes. I had to adjust the roundness to this building. You can see it's nice and round in here, and this area is not, but we can change that with little bits of decoration. We also expanded our water. You may not know, but it is a little bit longer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Balti crawler breeders. Oh my god, that's so hard to say quickly. And they're producing quite a bit of food. We have 2 new water pumps as well as a fishery. I upgraded the fishery. We have 14 fishers producing 377 fish per quarter, almost per year actually, so roughly 400, not a lot. And we have some new houses down here. We trained up a new group, as well as reached 200 population. We have as well 12 humans who are helping us out in the laboratory, so that way we don't have to put our beautiful little garthimi babies in there. They don't know what they're doing, and they're kind of just causing a mess. So we removed them, and I expanded the houses over here. We've got more housing. Some more housing for the humans to live, so when they work, they're going to live right here and work right there, and we'll have some services for them, like food and maybe a well or something. But other than that, we're doing really, really well. We're making it over the amount. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, we have plate armor being made. We researched the technology for plate armor, and that is on the way. So hopefully we'll get enough to surplus, equip all our boys with some plate armor, and then eventually, if we get attacked, they'll be nice and equipped. As of right now, we're just going to start selling it. We're going to sell it in batches. So we'll hit 15, I'll sell some, then I'll go up to 30 or whatever, and I'll sell some more, and then I keep doing that until I make a good amount of money, so I don't feel too bad about it. We spent 50,000 or so on the humans, so we're missing a bit of that. But we did also get a noble. So he is producing, or helping produce, 50% more food or meat for the hunter. So he's the master of hunting, or master of the hunt, and he has a boost 0.5 on hunters. I believe his skill is just not up there yet, so he's skill 16%. He's getting better at it. I didn't even notice that before he has a skill level. So he seems to be getting better at it every day. I did see him. There he is. He lives nowhere yet, but we can actually purchase some gems maybe. Let's see how much he's selling them for before I even say that. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Instead, what we'll do is we're going to focus on actually eventually mining some gems. We've got some gems over here to mine, and get him a house that way, because I'm not going to spend a dime on that guy. Oh, maybe I will. I don't know. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. As my voice can't even hit the high goodbye anymore. Goodbye.